In the beginning was the Word, and the Word became flesh and walked on earth. And flesh got a job in an advertising agency, and the Word became data. And the population of the planet grew. And grew. And there were soon so many datas floating around that they had to invent some way of keeping a record of them all, so that future generations would be able to see how clever they had been. Primitive man's first attempt at data storage and retrieval was in the form of a tablet. The problem with these tablets was that they were very heavy. Storage was easy, but retrieval was difficult. Time passed, and along came the Egyptians who invented papyrus, so the data storage became lighter and more versatile. The only problem was that it didn't keep very well, which led the Egyptians to invent the first known type of closed access database, the pyramid. The pyramid was a very efficient method of long-term data storage, but retrieval of the data left a lot to be desired. For centuries, the main way of depicting data was through drawings. Then actual writing, as we know it in the Western world, arrived courtesy of the Romans. Once people realized the potential of writing, the problem of data storage and retrieval began in earnest. Over the other side of the world, the Chinese had invented paper. Although it wouldn't be until the 9th century AD that the Western world got any. However, once the rest of the world got its hands on paper, it was all go. Data accumulated at an enormous rate, and bigger and better forms of storage and retrieval were constantly being invented. Many brains were at work, trying to solve the problem of where to put all this stuff and find it again. And then, Eureka! Man invented the Dark Ages and a method of compressing masses of data so that it was easy to store. This paved the way for another of the world's greatest inventions,
Shorty hooks it, staying
cricket.
out behind, square towards the boundary. Hughes is underneath it, and he takes it.
Now that all the data was in a modified format, a method of access had to be invented. This took the form of the world's first random access database. As you can see, the appearance of this database bore a distinct resemblance to the original tablet. So there we were with the database methodology. Man had worked out how to compress data, then access it again once it was stored. There was only one problem. Man didn't know what to do with the database because the computer hadn't been invented. However, we all know how fast things move these days. So after it having taken approximately 12,000 years to get this far, all of a sudden, quantum leaps were happening all over the place. So there we were in the 50s, then the 60s, then the 70s. Then, finally, someone realized what a good thing a database was and how it could be used not only to store and retrieve information, but to manipulate it as well.
No.
It did, of course, take an ingenious company to fully realize the potential of this amazing discovery, which brings us to where we are today, courtesy of Ashton-Tate.
Come on. It's so simple, I should be able to do this. Okay. Miller. And... Oh, this is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, we have a listing of all our customers over the last 2 years. And in the blue corner, we have a listing of all the customers who have registered with us for further product information. Now, do you think I can get this darn machine to give us a list of all the unregistered customers? No bloody way! Of course, I could ask DP to do it, but they're always so busy, it'd take at least 6 months. If I don't get this info to the guys by Friday, we're not going to have an earthly in the end of year sales target. It's a good trip this time too. Maui. Finally, Hawaii. After every chopstick city in the east. What those guys wouldn't give to get over there for 2 weeks. No wives or hangers-on. Wow. I'm just going to have to get on a data processing and grovel. Maybe if I offer that weirdo, that guy I can't understand, a bottle of scotch. No, he'd probably prefer herb tea. Look at me now, I'm talking to myself. Now that's the first sign of madness. All right, big deep breath into grovel mode. Hello, Kevin. Yes, how you going, mate? Good. Listen, I've got a problem. Now look, I know how busy you guys are down there, and I would hate to even take up your time by asking this, but would there be any chance of getting a few little bits of program written quickly? Well, I'm not technical or anything, but well, look, this is my problem, right? I've got these 3 databases. Now, one of them has got a list of all the customers over the last 2 years. The second one has got a listing of all the customers who have registered with us for further product information. Now, the third one has listed my sales guys and their areas. Now, all have got full addresses and in postcode order. And what I'm trying to do is get a list of all the unregistered customers, find out where they are and relate this to my sales guys' areas. And give each of the guys a list so we can hit them with our new product. You see, we're not getting the repeat sales because they didn't bother to register. Well, I thought I should explain it all in detail. Yes, I know how busy you are down there. Well, when would I want it by? Well, how about Thursday? Well, Friday afternoon would be fine. And then I could come in on the weekend, fix it up and check it, put out all the stuff to accompany the reports, yeah? Yes, I know you come in every weekend. Me? No, not that often, really. Great, Kev. Okay, thanks a lot, mate. See ya. A few minutes. Oh, hi, Kev. That was quick. New sandals. Only joking, mate. How's the big box, buddy?
Fine, thank you. Just fine.
Good, good. Now, look, it seems crazy to me that I can't do a simple thing like this, but once I'm faced with something out of the ordinary, well, you know, I could learn, but, you know, code and all that stuff that you guys can do standing on your head.
Well, that's what we're supposed to be here for.
Oh, right.
But I just can't figure out for the life of me how this whole company seems to thrive on total crisis management. Get up.
They're just manuals.
Has it ever occurred to you managerial types that a little forward planning wouldn't go amiss? I mean, if you could possibly think a little bit further ahead than next weekend, then maybe DP could find the time to think about what it's doing for a change.
Right.
And worry about something more important than your dopey little sales trips. For instance, there's that research project we've been working on over the past month, incorporating a method of graphical reporting on all of your data. Now that would make everybody's life so much easier.
Yeah.
But have we had time to do anything about it?
No chance.
Yeah. Now, who's this lot?
Oh, well, now, they're my sales guys and their territories.
And where's this other stuff you want to use?
Oh, right. Now, see, now that's the list of the customers who have registered.
Well, it seems pretty straightforward. Well, I could get it for you in a couple of days or so, but I can't get it for you on Friday, I'm afraid. Maybe next week. We'll have to see how we go. No, we haven't got that much time at the moment.
Right.
Well, for instance, we have 2 people off with the flu, and George has quit, so his mind's not on the job. And now they're thinking about bringing in flexi time. My God, it's all happening at once. I just don't know what's happening. We've got an 8-week backlog already. I'll give you a call in a couple of days or so when I have a bit of time.
Yes, thanks a lot, Kevin.
Then we can work it
I
out.
really have to put in a few hints for bonuses for you guys this year. You said next week. Well, that probably means at least 2 weeks delay if you're lucky. Sorry, guys. Looks like Maui may not be on the cards this year. If only I could do this stuff myself, it seems such a simple problem. Maybe if we had our own programmer. Look at that. Why does it always happen? I announce the incentive trip and our figures for the quarter take a dive. Oh, it's a good trip this time. To Maui. Oh, what the guys wouldn't give. 2 weeks over there, they'd go really nuts. Might be a cosmetic company there this time too. Oh, classy Sheilas and all that. Why didn't I think of this regeneration idea weeks ago? Of course, DP's too busy to do it. If only I could get the information on those customers who are not coming back to us. I'm sure the guys could go out there, find out why and really give their sales figures a kick along. Personal contact always does it. There are such a large number of companies who are not filling in those bloody registration forms. We're only hitting them the once until the guys think to remember. All I'm trying to do is get the separate databases and find out who the one-timers are and go and get them. I've got no chance of getting DP to do it. Hello, Jane. Hi. Look, I'm having a bit of trouble getting some information out of the computer here. Didn't I remember you telling me last week they've given us some new data management software? You mean the program I'm already using was written in dBase 4? Well, look, why don't you just pop in here for a minute and we'll see how good it is, all right? Good.
I've got to call the Tokyo office. Do you really want to look at this now?
Yes, it's very important. Now, have you used this dBase 4 before?
You devil. Only briefly. That monthly sales report I gave you last Friday, it was actually done using dBase 4.
Oh, it must be pretty quick.
Yes, it was actually. I didn't do it. Pam, John's secretary, did. She was looking for something to try dBase 4 on, and I happened to mention I was on my way down to DP to try to get the sales reports, and the two of us cooked them up almost instantly.
Yeah, well, in retrospect, I wish you would have given DP those reports. I could have done without seeing those figures so quickly, those lousy figures. Anyway, look, I've found out a way to help the guys along this month. If only I can get the information out of this darn computer. Why don't you take the keyboard and I'll try and think on my feet.
Well, just what do you want it to do?
Well, yeah, now, you know how we've got this separate database of all our customers over the last 2 years, right? Now, there's a hell of a lot of names and addresses on that thing. Right, now, I was looking through the separate database that the service group's been putting together from all our customers that mail back those registration forms, and I noticed that there is a huge discrepancy in numbers. You see? So, as our guys only use our list, that is the customers who actually register, then we're missing out on a hell of a lot of repeat business.
That's true.
So, what I'm attempting to do is try and link the customer database with the registered customers and find out and try and get a list of unregistered customers and then link that up with our sales guys and their territories.
Right.
Yes, right, it seems easy enough, but I can't do it. I mean, or it should be simple. The postcodes are there and they're all matched, except I can't write the bloody program. And what's more, I don't want to. Do you think this dBase 4 can do what we want it to do?
Well, I think it should, from what I've seen so far. They say it's aimed at people like us who need to get information in a hurry.
Oh, hip hip hooray.
Anyway, let's give it a go.
All right.
First, you call up a menu thing they call a control centre. There it is.
All right.
Now, these are the files we're allowed access to. The data entry forms, reports, applications to automate the data handling operations and the relationships between files.
Right.
Now, let's connect the registered users database with the customers database. Add file.
Oh, g'day, Kevin. How you going, mate? The big box having a bit of a smoko, is it?
Customer.
No, I was just looking for Jane. I decided I need a walk and... I believe you wanted something done last week.
Yes, I did, thanks, Kevin, but it's okay now. We got it done using this dBase 4 software.
Oh, yes. We're using the developer's edition of dBase 4 on some of our major work at the moment. But isn't it a bit too complex and technical for you?
No, it's pretty easy, actually. Why don't you come and have a look?
Well, I'm a bit busy. Oh, just for a minute.
Now, here's where we link the two databases. Add file, contract DBF, create link, link 1, and here's what we want to see. Customer code, company,
Right.
telephone, and contract registration date. Now keep your fingers crossed. There it is.
Oh,
Our unregistered customers.
fan-bloody-tastic. What do you reckon of that, Kev?
Well, of course, being a programmer, I'm used to the more traditional dBase programming methods.
Oh, right.
But I must admit, that control centre does look rather impressive. It could almost do me out of a job.
Oh, I don't think there's any chance of that, Kevin. Besides, it'll free up so much more of your valuable time to spend on those global applications that only someone of your experience could handle.
You've got a point there. I do need the time at the moment.
Well, let's save this so we can use it again later on.
Look, this would be really handy if we could have it in a report.
Okay, as soon as I've saved it, saved as unregistered. Now we just lay it out as a report in the reports generator. Here we go. And I can do one better than that. Let's create a letter individually to all the guys in your sales team. Start off with Dear, and then add a field for their Christian name. Given name, there we go.
Right.
And a bit of a blurb. I enclose details of some customers who we have not contacted for a while.
Good.
These may prove beneficial for repeat business now.
Great.
Remember the trip to Hawaii. Good luck. Regards, Peter.
Peter.
Now we'll just add some fields down here for the customer information. These will all be sorted by postcode into the actual salesperson's area.
Right.
Add field. And here we go again. And the last one is the telephone number. And now let's have a look at how this will actually print out. View report on screen. There we go. What do you think?
This is fantastic. This is going to meet the earth to the guys. You know how much they want to improve their figures.
You mean I know how badly they want to get to Maui?
Yes. Now, we'll have to think of a way for head office sales administration staff to come along next time.
Well, it would seem appropriate if we provide the means for you to get the results.
Oh, well, have to get back to work. If either of you would like to pop down sometime and have a look, we're developing the dBase accounting system to tie into the System 36 stock management system. Now, that'll be ready for you in 2 days, now that I don't have to waste ages on these piddly little jobs, you know.
Thanks, Kev. See you soon. Now, you've done such a good job, I think you deserve lunch.
What's on the menu?
How about microfiche and silicon chips?
Come on, you can do better than
That's
that.
an old one, I know. Hey, this is pretty good, isn't it? It gives us a lot of control.
It's control, not code.
Control, not code, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Control.
Control, not code.
Control, not code.
Sounds good.
Control, not code.
Control, not code.
Introducing dBase 4, the new personal computer data management standard. It comes from Ashton-Tate, the company whose name has, since 1980, been synonymous with the development of innovative software for business and professional users of PCs. 8 years ago, Ashton-Tate revolutionized personal computing with the introduction of dBase 2. Since then, 5 million users around the world have made dBase the #1 choice for data management on personal computers. But you don't stay #1 unless you work at it. And Ashton-Tate has continued developing its products to meet the needs of its customers, the business and professional users of personal computers. In today's business environment, the personal computer has become key to the effective manipulation of information. Today's managers need to make decisions quickly based on up-to-date information, and to do this, they need access to corporate-wide information at their fingertips. But not only do they need access to information, they need to be able to use the information to make informed decisions. And this is where dBase 4 comes in. dBase 4 provides users with the power to control information when they want and in the way that they want. And what really sets dBase 4 apart from its predecessors is that it can provide this control for everyone within an organization, from the computer novice to the professional programmer. dBase 4 sets the new standard in database management with its ability to provide the features required by all types of users, from the computer novice to the professional programmer. This means that an organization needs only one database product for its PC users, right across the board, facilitating communications and providing a consistent data structure. dBase 4 can meet all of these needs. From the viewpoint of the casual user, probably the most unique feature is the task-oriented interface, which means they can achieve results quickly and easily without programming. Called the Control Center, this interface allows users to define how they want the data stored, how to enter and retrieve the data, and how to view complex relationships between various databases. They actually customize the system to their needs and manipulate the information into a form most relevant to their environment. dBase 4 then automatically writes the dBase programs to do the job, so the Control Center is also very valuable to the developer, allowing them to build applications quickly and cost-effectively. User control has never been so easy. With no need to write code, even the first-time user quickly becomes proficient in the dBase 4 environment, getting maximum benefit from the information they need. Features of the Control Center include the dBase 4 Forms Manager, which makes the setting up, modification, and use of data entry screen as easy as drawing them on paper. The dBase 4 Report Writer, which provides a quick and easy way to design a report. Query by Example, QBE, which allows the user to extract and view data from several files at once by simply filling in the blanks on the display. And the dBase 4 Application Generator, which ties all this together, making the production of customized applications easy, error-free, and fast. As well, dBase 4 offers a full implementation of SQL, providing a powerful and versatile query facility, now the standard across many computing platforms. There are so many other features which rate dBase 4 the most exciting software release for serious personal computer users in years. These features include a built-in compiler for increased execution speed, the ability to take advantage of extended memory to accommodate larger programs and perform operations more quickly, advanced debugging facilities, and all other features you expect from the application's development standard, as well as about 310 new or enhanced commands, such as user-defined functions and math, financial and statistical functions, enriching the dBase language to handle demanding requirements. dBase 4 provides 100% upward compatibility for dBase 3 Plus programs, so that your current software investment is protected and enhanced. To extend dBase 4, Ashton-Tate provides a wider range of complementary software, such as Chartmaster for graphical presentation of data, RapidFile, a simple-to-use file manager, and the new dBase 4 LAN pack, to increase the number of people able to access dBase 4 across a local area network, allowing information to be shared within a workgroup safely and securely. Recognizing the unique needs of the developer, Ashton-Tate is providing a version of dBase 4 for the professional applications developer. dBase 4 Developers Edition offers a complete programming, test and distribution environment all in one package for the professional programmer. So, dBase 4 truly caters to all personal computer users. What all this boils down to is that dBase 4 lets you use your personal computer to become more productive. Data management and program development has never been so easy for everyone in an organization. dBase 4 is the new standard for data management software. But of course, Ashton-Tate's commitment to ongoing development of its products does not stop here. The company is already developing versions of dBase for the Unix, VMS, and advanced Macintosh environments, working towards a corporate reality which will one day see totally transparent access to data users of all types of equipment. In dBase 4, Ashton-Tate has brought the technology of tomorrow to the business of today.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a very short period of time, we've seen advances in computing and communications technology that have given both individuals and organisations the ability to send and receive massive amounts of information in seconds to virtually anywhere in the world and beyond. Ultimately, however, the true value of this or any information is in direct proportion to the number of people able to access it, and the ability to provide specific information in a manner which is meaningful and appropriate to the individual's requirements. In order to illustrate this, I would ask you to contemplate for a moment the rapid development in society after the introduction of the printing press and the acceleration of that development which followed the introduction of the library, or put more succinctly, the ability to distribute and access knowledge by a greater number of people. Ladies and gentlemen, the computer age, or more rightly, the information age, is not yet 50 years old. I believe the future holds exciting promise. The challenges before us is to successfully harness the power of this global information tidal wave. This is the challenge we must rise to as the information age proceeds apace. There are and will be significant advantages and significant rewards for those organisations and individuals who harness this power by identifying and implementing the tools capable of providing timely and effective management of information. Information which is crucial to achieving your respective enterprise objectives and personal goals. This practical use of what is becoming widely accepted as a major organisational asset, your information bank or database. It is this practical and effective use that will enable organisations to consider and appropriately respond to their ever-changing environments, or put another way, create the flexibility so necessary to success in the current climate of deregulated markets, export drives and the quest for maximising resource productivity.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new standard in data management software. Not only a data management software package, but a complete environment to handle all your data management needs. The development of dBase 4 has spanned several years, and a large amount of that time has been spent listening to what you, our customers, want. You have defined these as our goals for dBase 4. To improve the speed of the product, both in terms of running of applications and the speed with which you can access, manipulate, and achieve desired results from your data. To do this, we had to improve the ease of use of the product, bringing the power of the dBase environment to everyone, from the inexperienced novice with no knowledge of programming to the professional systems developer. We had to enhance the dBase programming environment to give the programmer more power while reducing applications development time. We also had to create a foundation for the future. In this changing world of hardware and operating systems, we had to make the users of dBase 4 so that they can migrate to different operating environments as their needs change, maintaining the interface, the applications, and the data in which they've invested. This principle also holds true for existing users of dBase 3+ who will upgrade to dBase 4. All of your dBase 3+ programs and data are completely compatible with dBase 4, giving you the ability to take single-user applications developed in dBase 3+ and run them either in single-user or networking environments under dBase 4. The control center, applications generator, SQL, Chartmaster Bridge, and the programming language are the main ways of accessing the power of dBase 4, giving you maximum flexibility through whichever interface suits your needs and experience level best.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 8 years ago, almost to this day, I sat in our bank manager's office asking for an overdraft of $100,000 to start a company called Imagineering. 6 years ago, I can remember standing at our first computer show, just two of us in a tiny little booth, feeling very vulnerable because people were walking past saying, you can't continue in business distributing software. I can even remember journalists calling up saying, what do you think, is the DP manager going to win or a PC is going to survive? Are they just fashionable? Well, I can say tonight that never in my wildest dreams would I ever have imagined speaking to 2,000 people at the State Theaterette. Ashton-Tate have perhaps shown us how to do that. And I think it's more than just inviting an organist to play for us in the beginning.
These are pretty exciting times for us in Ashton-Tate, both in Ashton-Tate Corporation and Ashton-Tate Australia. dBase 4 is in fact one of the latest of a string of products that have been brought to market over the last 12 months. Literally at the beginning of this year, we brought out a major new graphics product, Draw Applause. Followed that very rapidly afterwards with two connectivity products, dBase Direct 36, dBase Direct 38, to allow the interaction between single-user workstations and the ubiquitous System 36, 38 machines from IBM. Soon after that, in the what is our spring and I guess your autumn, we made a very strong entry into the Macintosh market, a very important addition of two major products with Full-Write Professional and Full Impact. Both of these products receiving very good reviews and very good acceptance in worldwide markets, particularly also here in Australia, being one of the larger and more important Macintosh markets. Framework 3, the very dramatic and exciting enhancement to our Framework integrated product, shipped in July. And that has now been joined, as you've heard this afternoon, by the latest product from Ashton-Tate, dBase 4, both in the developers and the standard edition. Ashton-Tate itself is a changing company. It's interesting to look back and start thinking about the history of a corporation as young as we are. But in fact, we started as essentially a sales and marketing company. And I think the early history of Ashton-Tate, dBase 2 itself, in fact, was really a marketing exercise. Many people have tried to work out why dBase has been so successful, and there are lots of theories. But really, initially, we were a sales and marketing company. About 2 years ago, we decided that we needed to change that. We didn't certainly want to get rid of the sales and marketing, but we needed to enhance and improve our development strengths. Development of technology that forms the basis of the products is very key to the survival and success of our company, as well as to being able to support our customers around the world.
Of course, the lucky winner gets to spend, I think it's 4 days in Las Vegas. Apart from being the site of one of the largest computer shows in the world, where they'll have the opportunity to see the latest technology, not only from Ashton-Tate, but from the industry generally. They'll also get to sample the delights of what could probably be reasonably described as one of the great nightlife cities in the world. So, without any further ado, the lucky winner is Debbie Mitchell. Debbie, if I could... Certainly, give her a big round of applause. Debbie, I just ask you to remain seated once we're finished with the proceedings this afternoon. Come down to the front of the stage and we'll get your details off you. And once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Well done, Debbie. Somebody has to win, and congratulations, and look forward to seeing you at Comdex in Las Vegas for those few minutes that you spend there as you're taking a rest from the shows and the other things that go on in Las Vegas. All is left really, I think, for me now is to just say one or two closing words of thanks. My thanks to Jody Rich, to the people at Imagineering, for being such a great partner in this business in Australia, for being a partner in this presentation that we put on this afternoon, and to working with us over the years in our efforts here in Australia. My thanks also to the staff of Ashton-Tate Australia and to the production team that put together what for me has certainly been a very exciting show. Coming from the City of the Angels and the City of Hollywood, it's really kind of interesting to come to Australia and find that you can not only do Crocodile Dundee, but we can also do major productions as well. Finally, of course, the thanks, the most important thanks of all are the thanks that go out to you, the audience out there. You may not know this, but I can't see you. I can see 3 bright white lights, and that's all. But I know you're out there, and I think all of us in Ashton-Tate Australia, in Ashton-Tate Corporation, would like to thank you for being our customers. We'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules this afternoon to come and hear about the new standard in database management software, dBase 4. Thank you.
Gotta move ahead, gotta keep our pace with the competition that we have to face. I can see it now, in no time at all, we can have the whole team on the ball. I can't believe it's so direct, but then it's just what you'd expect. They never do a thing by half. At Ashton-Tate, they know their craft.
I like a system without fuss. It takes the pressure off the boss. It's easy tackling any problem, knowing there's a way to solve them. I'll be glad to see the last of this. I can save it all on a floppy disk. And Peter doesn't need the worry. He can plan his next trip to Hawaii.
Congratulations, Ashton-Tate. This dBase 4 is really great. I'll kiss goodbye to overload. We've really got control, not code.
I could have solved it easily, I'm much too busy, though you see, when Peter nearly went berserk, I thought I'd never get back to work. Of course I knew that dBase 4 was everything that said, and maybe more. We're trained to really know our stuff, too bad that no one understands us.
I've got the key that fits the lock.
We can open doors that were always shut.
This little disc is a saving grace.
We can really deal with our database. Congratulations, Ashton-Tate. This dBase bar is really great. I'll kiss goodbye to overload. We've really got control, not code. Congratulations, Ashton-Tate. This dBase bar is really great. I'll kiss goodbye